Happy Monday, Internet. Nearly lost my mind this weekend. Learned something valuable, though. Hey, everybody, this is IT Life. My name is Craig Chamberlin with CraigTheTechTeacher.com, IT guy for small business, and this is where you guys get to follow me on my journey of IT. And if you're a college student or if you're just starting out in technology and you're wondering how things really work in the real world of IT as an IT guy, everyday woes, this is the place for you. Make sure you subscribe and check it out. And if you haven't become a patron yet, patrons are basically the ones who keep this show going. And we're nearly to the goal of $250. That's the foundational goal, kind of to keep the show established. I think we're only $75 away per month. So we'll check out the patron page. You'll get a bunch of benefits along with it. So check that out. So I am yesterday morning. Sometimes I do an IT life vlog over the weekend, and I didn't this weekend because I worked with a coworker of mine to build a swing set for my kid on Saturday, and that took about 8 hours. It was this one. Check it out. It was got it on sale at Toys R Us. Then I signed up for the credit card real quick so I get the 15% discount. Don't they look like they're having so much fun? Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever built a swing set before, but if you're like me, you are completely inept when it comes to working with tools and anything mechanical. So thankfully, I had a coworker who knew what he was doing come out, and it took us about 7 hours. But if I had done it by myself, it would have taken like, I don't know, like 2 days, and then I would have probably given up. It would have been like a half-built swing set, like just hang the wood like sideways and then say, "Hey kids, have fun." That's how it would have been for me. But what I learned was Saturday I was exhausted after this whole week, and then I woke up Sunday morning pissed off at the world. And this is what I learned. Sleep is important. I did the math in my head. I got a nap on Sunday. It changed my whole world. You guys ever have those? But I I did the math in my head. I was waking up at 5 in the morning and going to bed at 10 o'clock every night all week, which came out to be about an 18-hour work day. Because I got kids, so I can't just come home and relax. So I would come home, and then I would actually still work for another 5 hours after the 5 to 10, 12-hour work day. And over the week it built up over time. And I've learned something, that if you're in a bad mood and you're pissed off and you're frustrated with something, or you're just angry in general, do what my kids do. We are basically big babies. We need a nap most of the time. That's it. Take a nap. Take a nap, Internet. I figured it out. The source of all of our problems. We all need a little bit more sleep. That's what I'm thinking. At least that's part of it. So today should be interesting in the world of IT. I have a major invitation going out to everybody. We are doing a major expo here at Precision Electric. See the motor? Makes me look more official here. We're doing an expo. It's coming up May 5th. We have an established date. We have an entire training seminar, and it's for industrial electronics, where people can come out and get training for their industrial equipment. If you're in that market, I recommend checking it out. It should be fun because we basically spend a whole day with training sessions, and we kind of mingle here at the facility and we talk about it. And it's really kind of a cool opportunity to better yourself from a technological standpoint. And it really should be promising. It's our third annual, I believe, our third year doing this, and we're going to have a robot this year. Excited about that. Excited about robots, because we're going to get into robotics. And yeah, can you imagine when I'm doing those videos on this? This is going to be awesome. Because right now I'm just doing a motor, right? Motors and basic drives. We've done a couple videos on the drives, but no robots yet. That's what we're missing. We're missing robot. I am becoming closer and closer to being, what's his name? Tony Stark. Oh man. He actually had ABB robots on Iron Man 3, and those are the types of robots we're buying, or we're going to be selling or integrating. ABB robots. So that should be fun. But anyways, traditional day with the IT world, as you guys know, you'll get into work on Monday, and everything broke over the weekend. And so I had a couple people email me saying that their computers wouldn't boot up, and computers are weird because they're so intermittent. And the toughest thing, and this is a good thing to know if you're in IT, is you need to be able to tell people if the issue doesn't occur every time, if it's occasional, it's a lot more difficult to troubleshoot and isolate the problem. And just explaining that to them, it's like here it's easy because we work in the service industry. We do industrial electronic repair. So I tell them, hey, intermittent issue. Sometimes it can take a week or a month to fix because I can't diagnose the problem if I can't recreate it. But if you're in the world of IT, being aware that there are certain issues that are going to come up that are so intermittent that you can't possibly fix them all immediately. Is a good thing to know, and it's a good thing to be able to explain to people, especially like your employers and your bosses. Just say, hey, listen, this is kind of part of the process, part of the repair process, just like if you brought your car to the mechanic and it had no check engine light on and it was behaving funny, they got no feedback, and it's not acting up right now, it's much more difficult to diagnose the problem. So that's something, little bit of knowledge for you guys to take out with you in the world of IT. Now remember, if you haven't become a patron yet, check them out. I want to give shout-outs to my patrons because we got another patron this weekend. And like I said, the patrons are what's keeping the show going. And I wanted to bring this up because I also kind of changed the goals on the left-hand side. The foundation is $250, and this is going to be the basic expenses such as web hosting and video production. And it ensures the continued production of this vlog. And Tech Help Screencasts. It's just basically the foundation of the entire show. Then, of course, we'll expand the show at the next goal, which is the Ask the Tech Teacher once a week. Right now, I can only do it occasionally. And, I'll probably pretty much Ask the Tech Teacher won't operate at a loss anymore because that cost is coming out of pocket for me. And I'm hoping to find a better hour of day to do that show because Sunday nights are kind of rough. But here are my patrons right now. We have Gregory Scott Whaley, who gave a very generous patronage this weekend. Thanks, Greg, for that. Ron Hahn, Randy Hilarski, Lynn Abate, Angela Martin, Rob, of course, didn't put his last name, Kevin Bragdon, William J. Fowler, Matthew Broussard, who's a big supporter and active member, Christine DeGraff, Jacob Williams, John Moreau, Kristen Drysdale, Ryan Gow, Sylvia Soto, Joe Ray, Keith Myers, Samaras Demetrios, Todd L. LeBuke, John Ellis, and Michael Stokes. So I just want to thank you guys. I appreciate it. It's all a process, and it's all kind of evolving, so check back at the page regularly. And this is kind of what I'm emphasizing now, is that this is the future of tech help and training. I can give real value and real educational material at very low cost to everybody. And because I can distribute those costs across everybody in the community, all the patrons. And really, that's the goal here, right? Is to teach as many people as possible. But you can't do things without money. You just can't. You can't buy books. You can't buy materials. And actually, I was thinking, and you guys can give me some feedback on this. I may end up doing a book walkthrough for patrons only, where I'll take an educational book and I will actually train you guys from the foundation up. We'll walk through the entire book, and I'll do a screencast tutorial and elaborate on parts. Just to kind of teach you guys with some kind of a foundation in much more depth. And it'd be a great way to get new patrons on board, I think, because I'd publish the video still, but they wouldn't be able to get access to it without being patrons. So all my other content would still be here. It's just we would actually be emphasizing particular books, and the goal would, of course, be try to make it through a book a month or something, depending on the size of the book. So that's it for IT Live today. Everybody have a wonderful Monday. And thank you for coming out, and as always, thank you for supporting the show, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Email me, by the way, if you have any questions. Craig at CraigTheTechTeacher.com.